What's good, YouTube? Dmgaming here, guys, and in today's video, I want to talk about why we may not get the things that we want in Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Let's go. Alright guys, got a new thing here for the channel, guys. We want to be called the stack because I love pancakes. Anyway, if you want to be a part of the stack, just click that subscribe button, turn on the bell icon notifications so you don't miss a single upload. Also, I'm going to be doing something new. We voted on this on the Twitch. It's called the Geo Stack. So every month I'm going to select 4 people to basically be the subscribers of the month between this and my Twitch channel, and you're going to get a $10 gift card for PlayStation Plus or Xbox Live, whichever one that you use. So let's get into the video, guys. Let's get some B-roll footage back here. Okay, I'm about to roll my intro again because it froze. So anyway, there we go. So guys, the reason, I've been hearing a lot lately that people want extra characters, extra playable characters, or people want, they want to have, fusions. They want to have villains be able to be playable as villains, different support characters. I've been hearing a lot of this lately, and it's nothing wrong with wanting those things in the game, but guys, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot is what it is. What is Dragon Ball Z Kakarot? It is a simulation. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot is a Dragon Ball. It's the closest thing that we could ever get to a Dragon Ball simulation. So what does that mean, simulation? Well, a simulation means the game is made to play like the anime and the manga. So for people who's wanting villains, oh man, why can't we have villains playable? Or they saying stuff like, oh man, we can get Broly. If Broly can be in the game, then he could be in a support character, blase blase. That doesn't line up with the game. You see what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with wanting that, but let's be realistic about this. One thing that I've always tried to do with this channel and with this community and this content is to set realistic expectations, because what's going to happen is people are going to always be talking about, why can't they make this guy playable? Why can't they make that guy playable? Why can't we play with villains? Da 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 da. And what ends up happening is, because of those wrong expectations, when you don't get that, then you feel let down. You feel like Bandai has betrayed you, or they're not listening to the fans. When guys, you have to look at how this game is structured and made. I implore each and every one of you, go to YouTube. Check out this game called Dreams. Dreams, you can create your own game in a sense. When you do this, I've said this many times, you will find out just how difficult it is to do these kinds of things. Not only that, guys, but like I said, this game is a simulation. It doesn't make sense to make it where you can play with Broly, Frieza, Majin Buu. That doesn't make sense for the game. How you gonna go in Chi-Chi's house and eating with Frieza and Boo? That don't even make sense. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with wanting those things, but let's be realistic about this game. This is not that kind of game. People wanting Battle Royale. That's not realistic to this game. The most people that you have on the screen at a time is 3 people on your party. You know what I'm saying? If you have a bunch of people on the screen doing a battle royale, firing spirit bombs and stuff like that, the screen's going to be so bright all the time from super attacks that you won't even be able to see the fight. This isn't that kind of game. This is a simulation. This is like Akira Toriyama told us before this game ever came out, that this is living in the Dragon Ball universe. And you have not seen a single villain be a support character. Well, okay, let's rephrase that, because I know in the Tournament of Power you had Frieza be basically a support character, but y'all get what I'm saying. Like, okay, perfect example. Let's say that they make Golden Frieza a playable character. What are you gonna do with him? What missions are you gonna do with him? What subquests are you gonna do with him? There isn't gonna be any. And I know you're going to say, well, they can make some. At that point, it no longer is Dragon Ball. It breaks away from the Dragon Ball universe. You see what I'm saying? Because what they're doing in the game, they're sticking to the Dragon Ball universe. Now, do they have original content? Yes, they do. But even the original content doesn't contradict the core of Dragon Ball Z. For example, Banyu, I mean, yeah, she's in the game. We're studying her in the gravity room and whatnot. But, I mean, she's not a playable character or support character. Android 21, same thing. You know, Battle of Gods, people saying, why can't we play as Beerus and Whis? Because you don't even do that in the anime and the manga. Beerus and Whis are always on the sidelines. Only thing that they do with Whis is train. So what sense does it make for you to be able to play and fly around and do stuff as Beerus? Now, guys, would it be cool? Yeah, it'd be pretty cool to fly around and fight random enemies. But that's all you would be doing. And it wouldn't make sense for them to be on your party because, like I said, how are you going to go and eat at Chi-Chi's house with a villain? You really think she would let Frieza in to sit down and eat with Goku and Vegeta? That don't make sense, guys. But yet and still, these are the types of things that people are wanting more and more and asking for, you know. You have to look at this game for what it is. This is not Xenoverse. This isn't Battle of Z. This isn't Dragon Ball Fighters. Guys, this is Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. They said it, and it's been made clear that this game is different from those other games. It's an action RPG. We are so conditioned, and I think I made a video about this a long time ago, several videos. We are so conditioned to the Dragon Ball Arena Fighters that we don't know how to react to a game like this. You know, even myself, because like with the Time Machine, I wanted it to be able to scale because I would have liked a challenging fight with Super Saiyan God Goku against Frieza and whoever. But I come to realize that, and this is just being realistic, I come to realize that, guys, we asked for this. We wanted a game like this and we got it. It doesn't make sense. If they put on the anime, perfect example, in Dragon Ball Super, when Goku went Super Saiyan Blue against Krillin them, people was like, before they was training for the Tournament of Power, he was going Super Saiyan Blue against Android 17 and stuff. And people lost their collective minds. How can Android 17 stand up to Super Saiyan Blue? Blah, 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 blah. Guys, it'd be the same way with the game. Think about that. How can Super Saiyan God Goku, like, how can Frieza in his final form stand up to Super Saiyan God Goku? You see what I'm saying? It didn't even happen in Fukasu no F. Frieza had to transform. You see what I'm saying? And the Time Machine gives us that. And not to mention this, but they even put villainous enemies in the game. You see what I'm saying? So that is your upper level fighting. I know it's not the same because I know what we say when we want to say that. We say that we want to fight in the Time Machine. We want to upgrade it. You know, we want to be able to experience the story, but with those same things, like a New Game Plus kind of thing, which I told y'all, New Game Plus doesn't make sense for the game because you have the Time Machine. All they would have to do is adjust the Time Machine. Guys, we have to look at this game for what it is. It is a simulation Dragon Ball experience. If you want to create a character, you have Xenoverse. If you want a large character roster, you have Xenoverse, you have Dragon Ball Fighters. And here's the crazy thing for people that want a big roster for every single Dragon Ball game that comes out. You're only going to play with so many characters. You know what I'm saying? And especially in a game like this where you don't have balance, which is also true to a simulation type game. You know what I'm saying? Look at Madden. It's a simulation game. Guess what? Everybody's not on the same level athletically. That's represented in a simulation game. There's no balance. Same thing in this game. There's no balance. It's not like Dragon Ball Fighters where there's balance. There's not like Xenoverse where there's balance. You can have Krillin beat Omega Shenron, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. That doesn't make sense to the Dragon Ball universe. Those games are not simulation. This is a simulation game. Therefore, it doesn't make sense for them to make Broly a playable and support character. The villains playable and support characters. And I did a video a long time ago. Go look it up on the channel. Whenever they announced Gogeta, whenever they showed the trailer for not Gogeta, Vegito, I made a video saying and telling people that Vegito doesn't make sense to be a playable character. And everybody was, no, DM, you're wrong. They said he's playable, he's playable. And I told you in the video exactly how him and Gotenks would be used in this game. And that's exactly what happened. Why? Because it doesn't make sense to fly around as Vegito. Where are you going to get other Praetorian rings from? You see what I'm saying? The Metamorph fusion, I can see that happening in the game. You see what I'm saying? But with Vegito, where are you going to get the Bataria rings from? You would have to create a scenario in the game that's outside of the realm of Dragon Ball for you in order to get these rings to even fuse and play as Vegito. Now, I get it that people want to fly around and play with their favorite characters. This isn't that kind of game. This is a simulation game. You knew that before the game ever came out. So now that the game is out and it's going, we want to add stuff from these other games into this that doesn't make sense for this game. You see what I'm saying? Basically, to me, if it's like people from the Xenoverse community want Kakarot to be Xenoverse. They want the free roam aspect in Xenoverse. Hey, if they do another Xenoverse, maybe they should do that. I think that would be a big hit. You know, then people from the fighters community is like, oh, well, the combos aren't da-da-da-da. It's not a fighting game. It's an RPG. Like, come on, bro. You know, and guys, at the end of the day, we have to look at this game for what it is. A Dragon Ball Z simulator. That's essentially, in a nutshell, what this is. So, you know, wanting those things, like I said, it's all well and fine. If that's what you want, that's what you want, but don't expect to get it. Now, does that mean that, like, say, another example, multiplayer, you know, people, multiplayer this, multiplayer that, people making videos, I say, kind of taking advantage of that community that wants that, even though realistically, if you think about this game, multiplayer doesn't make sense for it. And you're going to say, Dmgaming, the card game is multiplayer because it's a card game. It's not this. And by the way, speaking of card game, people knocking the card game, guys, mark my words, that when that card game comes out, everybody's going to be doing videos on it. Why? Because it's something new. Even the people who talk crap about the card game, saying, we don't want a card game, we want this and that. They're going to be doing videos on it for likes and clicks. Watch. But y'all didn't want it. Anyway, guys, if they wanted to put multiplayer in the game, they would do that. They would have done that instead of a card game. You see what I'm saying? They know that people want some form of multiplayer in the game, so they're doing the card game to give us that multiplayer sense. You know, I think the card game is probably going to be pretty dope. I think that it is going to be pretty dope. Now, that's just me because I like games like Yu-Gi-Oh! And stuff like that, but I think there's going to be a twist to this card game that people are going to enjoy. But anyway, like I said, the stuff that people are asking for, it doesn't make sense for this game. And it's going to lead to you being upset. It's going to lead to you feeling let down. And it's going to lead to you being angry, thinking that Bandai's not listening when they're like, dude, this is not that kind of game. We have other games for stuff like that. And the only reason Xenoverse has such a large roster is because you have so many different variations of the characters. You see what I'm saying? What good is different variations when you don't have quality? You know, and some people even say like the characters that are in the game aren't different. Like there's not much to them. That is a load of crap, dude. But if you fight Beerus with Vegeta and Goku, Beerus did so much for this game, dude. Beerus revealed just how unique each character's fighting styles are. Because Goku doesn't fight the same as Vegeta. So you have to fight Beerus differently with Goku and Vegeta. Why? Because they have two different fighting styles. So you have to approach that fight differently. To me, that's depth and character. That's what you don't get when you have a plethora of other characters and stuff like that. I mean, if you want to play with Vegito, dude, just, you know, we're unfortunately stuck to a mission where we just fight one person with Vegito. But like I said, when has they ever used Vegito out in the open world? Like, come on, man. It was the same thing with the Super Saiyan transformation. People want to transform in free roam. That is a fan service feature. It doesn't make sense for the game because when have you ever seen Vegeta, Goku, and them just walking around and bam, Super Saiyan, flying around Super Saiyan? No. Only reason Goku and Gohan did it in the Frieza saga was so that they can get their body acclimated to the Super Saiyan transformation and form. That way, when they transform, they don't lose energy doing it. It wasn't just to do willy-nilly, and I told y'all about that. So, guys, let's get back level-headed about what kind of game this is. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't mean we can't speculate and stuff like, I mean, people are going to do that anyway, but let's be realistic about it so we can set the proper expectations. So when those things don't come to the game, we're not like, oh, what's up, man? Now, would I like a tournament mode for the game? I think that would be dope. To me, that would be the only way to implement playing with other characters and stuff like that is some kind of tournament mode. That would make sense, especially with it being DLC because DLC exists outside of the main game. You see what I'm saying? So that's the only way I can see something like that working. But as far as the main game goes, it doesn't make sense. Like you can play with those guys, have a DLC where you have a tournament and you can fight with anybody that's in the game. You know what I'm saying? But even with that, there's no balance. So, how are you going to do that? That's another discussion for another day, I guess, because I don't want to sit here and talk for 30 minutes about that. I mean, but long story short, everybody would just fight with Beerus because he's the strongest character in the Dragon Ball universe right now. People are going to argue that, but whatever. As far as the game goes right now, the characters that are in the game, Whis technically is the strongest. But you get what I'm saying. Everybody just fight with Whis or Beerus. Like, you just beat everybody. You're going to win the tournament because there's no balance. See what I'm saying? So, guys, let me know what y'all think down in the comment section down below. Later today, I have a Ghost of Tsushima video coming. The way that I'm going to do the future content for the game, let me go back up here. The way that I want to do the future content for the channel is that I want to present the games that are coming out closer. You know what I'm saying? Ghost of Tsushima is coming out in July. It got pushed back. But it's coming out before the other games. So I kind of want to cover that one because I'm really, really excited about that game. So if you want to see that, stay tuned later on this evening. I might go ahead and make the video now after I'm done with this one and post it. That way you got options. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, guys, that's all I got for right now. Until next time, y'all, thanks for watching. Peace.